At Charlottetown Junior Public School, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the students, who act like students, and the teachers, who capture it on film. These are their stories.
Beaver 1, Beaver all, let's all do the beaver call. Stupid. Beaver 2, Beaver 3, let's all climb the beaver tree.
Exactly.
Beaver 4, Beaver 5, let's all do the beaver jive. Beaver 6, Beaver 7, let's all go to beaver heaven.
If you want to get paid, you just look at the
Beaver 8, Beaver 9, stop. It's beaver time. Go Beavers. Go Beavers. Beaver time special.
Yay!
What do you think of the grade 6s?
They're really cool
Why?
because they know more stuff than me.
Well, it's after grade 5.
Well, it's much like, there's like bigger kids in there that you should really stay away from them.
What do you think they do in grade 6?
This is easy. Study. That they do a lot of homework.
What else do they do besides homework?
They do gym classes. They don't learn their ABCs. They already know their ABCs.
Do you think grade 6s do a lot of reading?
They do math every day, I think. I don't know, playing on the benches and stuff. And grade 6 might be even harder than kindergarten.
And the 10-year-old from Mason Road in 4th place from number 0.
Straight to mark.
Do you have any memories of your own grade 6 experience?
I have one of Kearney that I'll never forget. I was walking on a hike and we were were going through a shallow bit of water, and I was in a line with a group of kids. Actually, we were not in a line, but a bunch of kids, and one of them stepped on a wasp's nest, and I got stung about 10 times. And I tell that to all of my groups that go to Kearney, so that's a memory. And I remember the friendships. I remember my teacher, how important it was to make school fun.
I remember the fact that my teacher made a big difference, and he kind of set things at ease for us. We just had a core group of friends, and we did the whole recess thing, and we had, big soccer tournaments and that sort of thing. But when we came down into class, he was prepared and ready, and sometimes he let us be in groups with our friends, sometimes he didn't. But I guess the activities were fun in grade 6, and I guess for me as a teacher, that's kind of what I wanted to make for my grade 6 class.
When I was in grade 6, that I thoroughly enjoyed meeting different people. Being from India, it was really hard for students like me to get involved with other students, but it was a pleasure to see that you guys were a group of kids that didn't look at skin color. You didn't look at cultural backgrounds. Everybody was equal in your eyes, and I hope that you'll always treat people, when you get older, you'll treat people with equality and learn to respect everyone that you encounter in your future years.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Are we ready for Charlottetown Idol? All right, Charlottetown, let me introduce our judges. Over here we have Randy D'Souza, Paula Hopkins, and Simon Bartlett. They're extremely talented judges. They know the music industry inside out and backwards, and they're going to offer their commentary about today's performances.
Deserve a contract. Way to go, way to go.
I thought that was a really wonderful performance. You had all the words down pat. You didn't seem nervous at all. I say you go to Hollywood.
Well, a moment like this, thank goodness that I'll only have to hear that once in my lifetime. That was absolutely brutal. I don't know how you made it this far. It is time for you to leave.
'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. To keep me from getting to you, baby.
I cannot believe this. You don't even need any music. You don't need a band. You were born for the microphone. You guys just rock. You have careers in music ahead of you. Fantastic.
Wow.
Amazing.
What I can say, move over Hollywood. Here they come. You guys are phenomenal. Unbelievable. You ladies are so talented. You truly are very, very talented. Thank you for coming tonight. You rocked the house. Thank you. No, this, no. I will not, we will not let it
We'll
happen.
just take the mic right out of your hand.
Yes, yes, that's Silencio.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic that we as the Charlottetown public will not be subjected to that mind-numbingly painful, pathetic excuse for music ever again. There ain't no mountain high enough to get us away from music.
Are you ready? You need to be nice and quiet for this one. I want you to take your mind to that special place, that Rouge Beach, with the sand in your toes, and that nice soft music from the 1950s. And I want you to think of the Drifters. And today we have Charlottetown's own version of the Drifters, known as the Driftwood. And singing for you today is their #1 hit, Under the Boardwalk. Put your hands together for Driftwood.
Thanks, Paula. We love you. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Thanks, Paula. Thanks, Paula.
I didn't actually believe that this could happen tonight, but after seeing all the acts, there's no question in my mind that this group was absolutely
I'll be there on Sunday and Monday, and I'm doing one of the Ukrainian dances.
Shiny, happy people holding. Shiny, happy people holding. Shiny, happy people laughing. Everyone around. Time to cry.
They circle around you and then just jump on you. Evil.
Hurts when they jump on you.
Over the hump, how though? Props and pull yourself up.
If I could describe my class in one word, I would say happy. And the reason I say that is because every morning at least 5 or 6 kids would come through those doors, and with a huge smile on their face they'd say, "Good morning, Miss Colasso," and that really made my day. And quite often in the classroom I would be at my desk and I would just start smiling, and I would just think of some of the things the kids have said that morning or that day, and they would look at me and see this huge smile on my face, and they'd whisper, "Miss Colasso's smiling, Miss Colasso's smiling." But it was really the students in the class that made me want to come to work every day.
Determination. I think this is a group of kids that showed that they were very determined in completing the year and working hard to move on to the next phase of their life, whether it was in volleyball, math, academics, cross country, chess club, any clubs that they were part of. This was a group of kids that were very determined in getting through the year with high achievement.
I asked this of all the other teachers. You need to think of one word that describes your class.
I would say they have heart. One specific example that comes to mind in regards to how my class has heart, it was at Kearney actually, and we were doing the activity where we were doing wall climbing. And to me, just watching my class cheer each other on in regards to just climbing, and even for myself, being the old man that I am, trying to get up this wall, every kid I could hear was, "Come on, Mr. Bartlett, you can do it, Mr. Bartlett." And eventually I made it up to the top, and just to see that kind of positive encouragement, it really meant a lot to me.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of National Geographic's Wild Kingdom, where this week we will attempt to learn more about one of nature's most puzzling creatures, the Grade 6 student. The Grade 6 is a dual-gender species with one male and one female. As is usually the case in nature, for example the cardinal, the male is the more attractive of the two, with the female having the lion's share of the intelligence. By examining a typical meal situation, for instance, we can easily see that the female has created a situation where her male counterpart, even at an early age, realizes it's probably in his best interest to gladly clean up when the meal is over, so she can enjoy some recreational activity on a nearby sofa. Another fascinating area of interest lies in the social interactions of the two genders. We have found that when a young male grade 6 is interested in a female, he will stand perfectly still and with a glazed expression on his face, stick out his tongue in the hopes of gaining attention from the opposite gender. The female grade 6 is not without her playful strategies either. On the male's command, she will roll over on the ground repeatedly until asked to stop, or until she's just too dizzy. And finally, here on Wild Kingdom, we've made another puzzling discovery about the grade 6 student. Apparently all grade 6 students share a common relative. Her name is Auntie Myrtle. This group derives great pleasure in congregating in circles. Each one takes a turn poking fun at their aunt's awkward gait. To help explain this behavior, our scientists have studied the species' natural habitat and its restrictive nature. We've found that similar creatures only 1 year behind the Great Six are frequently permitted rituals of dance and merriment to help alleviate boredom and stress, while the Grade 6 is mired in an environment of constant focused work and effort.
1, 2, 3, My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. She really wanna, but can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now.
Well, that's it for National Geographic's Wild Kingdom for this week. We hope you've enjoyed our programming about the Grade 6 student. Please tune in next week when we take a look at Hot Dog Day lunches. Just what's in those things? Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. And so when you get to Grade 6, you'll be a soccer star?
Yeah. Guess so.
A small group of boys walk down the street, throwing a ball in the air. One says to another, hey, I'll always be your brother, I'll always be your friend. Do you remember when we thought we were immortal, and the games we played always had a happy end? That in the game of life all the roses wither, and time writes its lines upon your face. Summer's here, and 3 young men drive through the town in the night air. When fall comes, they'll part again. One turns to another and he says, well, do you remember? We thought we were immortal, and the games we played always had a happy end. But in the game of life all the roses wither, and time writes its lines upon your face. It's 3 a.m. He's been feeling lonely. Work's been hard, and the city's hard too. He picks up the phone, and halfway across the country, a brother listens to his blues. He says, do you remember? We thought we were immortal, and the games we played always had a happy end. But But in the game of life, all the roses wither, and time writes its lines upon your face. Lift your voices loud and clearly, sing for brotherhood right now. Lift your voices loud and clearly, sing for sisterhood right now. Sometimes I wish that we all were immortal, and the game of life always had a happy end. But I know it's not true. Oh, time keeps passing, but I'm just glad to spend my time